channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I am very excited because next week is Christmas, and Christmas is like my most favorite time of the year. So I figured I would do another Christmas themed video just like last week where we had the gingerbread house. This week I am making super fun Christmas ornaments. And to get me in the Christmas spirit, I've got my a different Christmas sweater than last week. I've got some nice like Christmassy kind of leggings from American Eagle. And then these super cute reindeer socks from Bath & Body Works that on the bottom of them, one says sleigh, but it's spelled like Santa's sleigh. And then the other one says the day, so slay the day, but it's like Christmas themed. I thought it was super cute. But yeah, like I said, we're making super cute Christmas ornaments, and this is kind of like an example of one that I made last year when I had just had my dog for about 2 months, so Romeo 2019 as you can see. And I figured I would just kind of take you through the process of making little cute Christmas ornaments that you can add to your tree. They're super easy to make, which is great. I have to make like an updated paw print one because this is when we had little baby Romeo. Now we have full-grown Romeo, and we need a new one to go up on our tree. I also made one for my mom last year to put on her tree, so I'm going to be making 2 of them again. One for our tree once we finally settle up, and one for my mom's tree for when I get to go home and see her. So yeah, I just figured I'd take you through the process, have fun doing it, show you a few other ones that you can make as well, and just help you get into the Christmas spirit. So this recipe is a super easy one. It's just salt dough, which is super easy to make. Only 3 ingredients, as you can see. I only have like 3 ingredients on my table. And then all you do is you turn your oven to 250, which mine is already preheated to, and then you bake them for like 2 hours or something like that. So it's a bit of a long process, but at the same time, it's super easy. It doesn't create a lot of mess, which is nice. First thing you want to do is you want to take, well, these measurements are just what I'm working with. You can really like do any amount that you want. Most of the recipes that I kind of see are actually like double what I'm doing right now, but I figured I would just do a half one so I'm not like using too much dough because I don't want to waste anything. But yeah, it's just half a cup of salt, and then we want to do half a cup of warm water. And then what you want to do is you just want to mix it together until the salt is all dissolved in the water. It's okay if it doesn't like all dissolve, because I mean a high salt concentration means less likelihood of it all dissolving. You just want to try and get it as dissolved as possible. I would just like to say this smells so bad, like it's so salty smelling that it smells disgusting. But then what you're going to do is you're just going to slowly add in 1 cup of flour until you get like a dough-like consistency. So then, once you have your nice little dough ball, it's time to make shapes, have fun, do whatever it is you want. I also wanted to add, if you wanted to make it some sort of color, you can add food coloring or whatever during the water process so then it mixes with everything, because if I were to add it now, it would be a bit harder for it to mix, but it's super easy when you're adding it to the water process. It is, of course, possible, but it's a lot more likely that you're going to get really dirty hands if you're mixing it into the dough at this point. And also, if your dough is really sticky, you can add more flour to it. Mine's actually a bit sticky, so I do want to add a bit more, but I'll also be adding some to the table while we are doing all of our shape making and stuff like that. So we're just going to sprinkle some flour on the table just to help keep it a bit, well, to keep it from not sticking to the table while you're working. And it helps to make it not as sticky too. So what we're going to do first is we're going to make one of those paw prints that I showed you earlier. And the easiest way to do that for me is you just take a ball of dough roll it into a nice little circle, put it down on the table, and then from you. And then since this one is going to be a paw print one, I think this is actually the same paw that we did last year. What you're gonna do, you're going to attempt to take your animal and just, oh, he doesn't want it apparently. Just push their paw into the dough. And then you get this super cute paw print engraving into the dough. And we're just going to do that again with another one. What you're going to want to do so that you can hang it on the Christmas tree, if you have one, you want to take a straw and put a hole in it where you want the ribbon to go or the string to go. So then when it cooks, it creates a little hole in the top so that you can, so that when it's completely cooked, you'll have a place to put the string. Because it's a lot harder to do when it's already cooked and hardened. So next up what we're going to do is we're going to make some fun like Christmassy shapes because I have so much dough left over and I don't want to waste it, like I said before. So I figured I would just make some of the fun Christmas shapes, show you guys how to do it, and stuff like that. But I don't know about you guys, but I don't have cookie cutters or anything because I'm 21 and I never really thought of getting any cookie cutters. So a fun little life hack that I like is just taking some tin foil and making it into whatever shape you want. In this case, I'm trying to make a star. So we've got a little like misshapen, but still fun little like star shape. You just take your homemade cookie cutter, press it into your dough. It's not going to be perfect because it's not actually a cookie cutter or a knife or anything like that, but it's fun because it's all homemade, even the cookie cutter that you're making your little misshapen shapes with. So now I've got this cute little star. You can always add fun colors to it. Now this is going to get all over my hand, but that's okay. I'm just going to add some red to this dough here. And then in this one, we're just going to add some green, which is also going to get all over my hands. So now what I'm trying to go for with these two guys that I just colored, is I want to make like a candy cane in the Christmas colors, so the red and the green. There's going to be some white because of the flour that's getting all over it, but that's okay. So we're just going to roll them into two snakes, as you probably used to do when you played with Play-Doh when you were younger. Honestly, this is a lot of fun. It's just, you're creating, you know? And then what you're going to do, you're just going to take your two snakes and twist them together. And you can make it into like a candy cane shape if you like. Just make sure when you're laying it out on your tray, whether it's just to leave it for a few days to dry in the air or on the tray to go into the oven, that it's in the candy cane shape. You can also like make like a wreath shape if you wanted to. You know, it's really up to you, whatever you want to do. So now we've got all of our little ornaments ready to go. So we're just going to pop them in the oven, which as I mentioned is already preheated to 250 degrees, and just let them cook for about 2 hours or until they are hard and ready to go. You can also, as an alternative, just leave them out for a few days to dry, but be warned, that does take quite a while. Last year when I made it with Romeo's paw print, it took probably close to a week to be dry. So we've got all of our little ornaments out of the oven now, and look at how cute. I like them so much. I'm so excited to like tie them up, put them on my Christmas tree. And now, just as a little fun added step, you can paint the ornaments if you like. I just have some cheap paints from the dollar store, paintbrushes, also from the dollar store. Yeah, but the first thing we're gonna do actually is we're gonna take these ornaments that I got of Romeo's paw prints, and we're just gonna write Romeo 2020 on the back, so we remember how old he was when these little paw prints were created. So we've got one, Romeo 2020, and then another one. I don't know if I'm gonna do his paw prints every year because he's not like a kid where he continually grows every year. Obviously dogs, they take about a year to grow and then they're finished. So I have one from last year where his paw print was super small, and then this year where it's a bit bigger. Probably not that much bigger though, because small dogs don't grow that much, right? And yeah, we can just paint up our last few ornaments that we want to paint, and then we'll be done. So finally we have our finished products, and I figured I would just show them off one last time to show you what we have created today. So we've got Romeo's two little paw prints with the Romeo 2020 on the back of them. I've got a cute little K that I painted this dark blue color to symbolize my name, and then an A for my partner's name. Let's put those on our tree. I made this cute little Christmas tree that I dyed green with the food color, and then I've just put some little red and yellow decorations on it. We've got this star that I painted yellow with a little hole in it, because remember, you have to put the hole in it before you cook it, or else it'll be very hard to put a hole in after. Then we have a little like peppermint candy kind of looking thing that I painted with the red and the green. And then we have our candy cane that I dyed with the food coloring. So overall, I think these turned out really cute. I love making my own ornaments and stuff. I think it just adds something fun to the holiday season. And really, this doesn't cost a lot. I mean, salt isn't that expensive, water isn't that expensive, and neither is flour, so it's pretty easy ornament creating thing to do, and it's fun. This is super easy for doing it with kids, doing it with anyone. I don't know what other groups it would be really difficult to do with animals. You can't do this, haha. But yeah, overall, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys make any of these sorts of creations, definitely like DM me on Twitter or tag me in a post on Twitter or Instagram or anything like that to show off what you have created, because I'm really interested to see what cool creations you can all come up with, and honestly, they're probably better than mine. I mean, this star turned out pretty dank, but I mean, it's still good, it's cute. I never said I was an artist, but I'm just having fun because I love the holidays and I love doing stuff like this, and I hope you all enjoy, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great Christmas. This is my last video before Christmas, and next week I'm not doing anything Christmas related. I think I'm kind of doing where we're going in 2021, because I'm really excited to see where the next year goes, what happens, where it can take me, and all that sort of stuff, but no spoilers. Not that that's a spoiler. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope you'll subscribe to my channel to see more content from me. I post every Sunday at this moment, maybe more starting 2021, but we'll see. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!